What is going on, guys? DBG here, and in this video we are going to be talking about the best, well, we're going to be ranking the best two guards in NBA 2K20 MyTEAM, and this is only going to be the two guards. I'm sorry, the Galaxy Opals. If you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. You upload more MyTEAM content than anywhere else. And lads, this is video number, pretty sure this is video number 19 or 18 in the last 48 hours, so if you guys are new to the channel and you want to subscribe, that would be greatly appreciated. If you guys could leave a like, it would be greatly appreciated as well. So anyway, now we are going to get on to the players. So realistically, until about probably 25, they're not realistically, until about 25, I would not consider these cards to be anything spectacular. However, we're going to be ranking from lowest to highest, so we got to go for some of the lower ones. Also, lads, I'm saying this right now, the two guard position is weak. It is weak. If you guys are looking for example, likes of Cam Reddish at the 2, LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard, Rudy, guys, most people run at the 2. Unfortunately, as you guys can see here, they are all small forwards, so they are not going to be on the list. So now we are going to start off. There is 41 as far as I know. And at number 41, we have got career highlights Devon Booker. Man, Devon Booker, he can't move. Like, a lot of the time with players, it's based on just how they feel, and he can't move. He is the clunkiest player in this game. His release is not terrible. I'm going to say this right now. His release is not terrible, but he can't move in game. Stats-wise, he's good. Release-wise, he's good. Badges-wise, not great, but not terrible. However, he does have Quick Draw Hall of Fame, Range Extender Hall of Fame. Tendencies-wise, terrible. The SIGs and animations, though. I don't know what it is with these dribble moves. Like, some players have decent normal dribble moves, like again, like the normal 3 cross or the normal 2 or 3, or normal 2 behind the back is really good. The normal 3 cross is good. The normal 3 behind the back is okay, but these SIGs are just terrible. Base 4 is okay though, so we can hit wide open. And number 40, we're staying with Devon Booker. We've got the other Galaxy Opal Devon Booker, even evoed up. So our number 41 and 40 are both Galaxy Opal Devon Bookers. You're not, like, yeah, he's better on defense. You're not going to notice the difference. Trust me, you're not. He's not good. He's just not good at all. Tendencies, still equally as bad. SIGs, the exact same, still equally as bad. This Devon Booker card, I get it, he can play point guard. I don't think the other one can, but it doesn't matter. They're both terrible. Both of these cards are absolutely horrendous. Now we are on to number 39. And we're going with Allen Iverson. 6 foot tall, 6'3" wingspan. He's just too little. That's kind of, yeah, there are certain people that can have success with this card. There are some very good players. Some very good players out there that can have success with this card. However, just because the best players in the world can have success with him doesn't mean that a normal person can have success with him. This card is not good. I'm saying this right now, it's not good. Stats-wise, he's great. Badges-wise, he's great. The problem is again, like, it's just that he's Iverson. He's too small. He's too small, and even though he's got a good on-ball steal and pass interception tendency, it doesn't matter. He's too little. He's got the Iverson size up, which is the best in the game as far as I know. He's got the Pro 2 cross, Pro 5 behind the back, is pretty decent. He's a Treyberg base, which is a really good release. But the problem is he's Allen Iverson. And as much as I'd love to say that he's a great card, because in previous 2Ks, like 2K13 and stuff, Iverson was fantastic. The problem is that if you give similar stats and speed stats to or if you give, for example, a random 7 foot tall player the same speed as Iverson, heck, I'm pretty sure you gave Yao Ming the same speed as Iverson. In that, like, and even if we're looking in real life, it's nothing to do with height being overpowered in game. It's that they just gave overpowered stats to tall players. Height's overpowered in real life as well. Like, imagine if in real life Yao Ming had Iverson's speed. He'd be the greatest player to ever live. So it is what it is. Unfortunately, Iverson is one of the players. Well, all little guys are players that have suffered from the 2K juicing up stats. Then number 38 is Tony Allen. So a lot of people don't think this card's terrible. I think he's awful. I think he's absolutely awful. Yeah, he's good defensively. He can stick defense, but he's one of the worst offensive players I've ever used. He is. He can't shoot at all. He's got great defensive stats, great defense tendencies, got okay offensive stats, I guess. Like, again, really good defensive tendencies here. SIGs. He's got the Pro 2 cross. He's got a great layup package. He's got Dennis Rodman release. And I cannot put someone that is 6'4" with Dennis Rodman's release higher than this on the list. I'm sorry, I can't. For that reason, with such a slow release, he's at number 38. However, if you want to argue that he is better than a demonetized Barnett, I wouldn't like, I prefer Barnett. If you want to say Tony Allen's better, I'm not going to argue. So Barnett has got unbelievable stats. He's also got unbelievable badges. Tendencies-wise, got not great. He's 6'4", 6'7" wingspan, so not quite as lengthy as Tony Allen, but he can play point guard. However, he does not have great SIGs. The problem is that, again, he's got Barnett's release. And as bad as Demonetizer's release looks, I'm telling you right now, he can hit shots, and that release is quick. It's quick and easy to time. It looks ridiculous, but it's quick and easy to time. He's bad. Trust me, he's really bad. I don't think he's bad enough to be on the bottom of this list. I think he is better than someone like Allen Iverson. And number 36 is a card that I absolutely hate, and it's Jerry Stackhouse. Jerry Stackhouse, I hated his diamond, the pink diamond Evo card at the start of the year. I hated that card with a passion. I hate this card as well. 93 3 ball, 97 mid, 96 speed, 96 acceleration. He's got 95 perimeter defense, 90 driving dunk, 96 driving layup. He's also got 94 lateral quickness, 95 speed with ball. He's got 90 steal. So again, his stats are pretty okay. He's got a bunch of good Hall of Fame badges. Tendencies are terrible. As well as that, he's got the Pro 1 cross, which isn't good. He's got a good behind the back. Pro 5 is pretty good. He's got the Pro 1 hezzy, which is alright. Good hop step. Base 1. Man, like, I'm not high on it at all. I like it on big men. That's what I'm going to say. And it's good when he's wide open. However, is he as good as like a Cory Mcgetty or something? No. And I think from Stackhouse to probably Oladipo, who's a little bit higher, there's not much between any of them. So yeah, I have Stackhouse down here at 36, but if you want to put him at like 30 or 28, I'm not going to argue that too much. Now, at number 35 is a card that I just really don't like. It's Vince Carter. He's got one, like, his stats aren't good. Well, then his stats aren't that good. Actually, they're a lot better than I thought they were. But again, only 37 Hall of Fame badges. If you're wondering how much that is, that's about the same as a diamond right now. Tendencies-wise, not good at all. He's 6'6". He's got a slow release with that goal quick draw. Like, that's killer. Like, there's no Vince Carter with hot quick draw, and this Vince Carter with goal quick draw. That's such a downside for him. His animations. He has one thing going for him, though. He's at the Pro 3 behind the back. He's got the Magic Johnson behind the back. He does get to the basket quite well. I will give you that. I'll give you that, but I just think I hate that release enough that I'm putting him quite low on this list, and I'm actually putting him below a guy that probably you can argue is definitely better or is worse than Vince, but I've used Hersey Hawkins a few times and I just shoot better with him. More Hall of Fame badges again. These are Galaxy Opal, so they all have juice stats. Quick Draw Hall of Fame, Range Extender Hall of Fame, Quick for Step Hall of Fame, Unpluckable Hall of Fame, Clamps, Interceptor, Line Reflexes, Pick Dodger, Pickpocket, Target Defender. And all I'm going to say is just realize a lot of people are talking about Evo cards on these lists. Evo Jason Richardson is dead last, by the way. Tendencies, but he's got a good on-ball steal tendency. Got the Pro 5 behind the back, which is really good. Not a great cross, but it's not terrible. It's a good crossover, you just can't actually tween. He's also got jump base 39, which is Kelly Oubre's base. It is not bad. I'm telling you right now, this is not a bad base. Sean Marion's release just looks weird with his upper. Trust me, this is a really good release. Heck, everyone loves Kelly Oubre, so why would it be a bad release? This card's release is pretty nice in my opinion. And for that reason, he's ahead of like a Vince Carter. Then at number 33 is a card that you can argue to be dead last, you can argue to be higher. It's 2-guard Dirk. Dirk has one of the worst releases in the game. I'm going to say this right now. He's one of the worst releases in the game. It's not quite Rodman bad, but it's not that much better. He's got pretty okay speed to ball acceleration. Again, great stats for a 7-foot tall 2-guard. He's got half range extender, half quick draw, a bunch of great Hall of Fame defensive badges as well, which is kind of nuts. Tendencies wise are bad. SIGs wise, again, he's got Dirk's jump shot, which I don't really like. But the big thing with him, he's got the Pro. He can Pro 2 tween. He's a novelty more than anything, because there is a great giant 2-guard right now who I have a lot higher on than most people. But Dirk's just not it. He's just not it, lads. He is not good at all. Next, we've got Donovan Mitchell in here at number 32. Donovan Mitchell, 6'3" with a long 6'10" wingspan. Got 41 Hall of Fame badges. He's got really great stats again. Got range extender, got quick draw, got quick first step, clamps, got every badge pretty much you need. Problem is, he's just that little bit small. He is that little bit small. Like, again, I personally prefer an Oladipo to Mitchell, but if you prefer Mitchell to Oladipo, I'm not going to say you're wrong because they're so similar. But I do think Donovan Mitchell, at the time, he was the best at what he did. Like, there's been better 6'3" guards that have come through, but he is still, for a 6'3" guard, he's a good one. He's got the Pro 6 size up, which is really good. Base 4 is okay. I don't like it. I love it off the catch. I do not like it off the dribble. However, he can tween spam with Pro 8. He's at the Pro 8 Hezzy. So he's got great SIGs. He's got a great wingspan. He's just that little bit small. So I do actually like this card. The more I use this card, the more I like this card. But at the same time, in an era where Cam Reddish is under 100k, there's no real reason to ever use a Donovan Mitchell. Then we have got 6'7" Clyde Drexler. I hate this card so much. I hate this card so much. He's a better, although he is a better version of Dominique. I'll give you that. 6'7". He has only gold range extender, which at this stage of the game isn't great, to be completely honest. Again, stats are fantastic. Stats are fantastic in all these cards. SIGs and animations. He's got base 8. What did they do with this release, lads? What did they do with it? They ruined it. They actually ruined base 8. Base 8 was the best release in the game. It was last year. Actually, no. It was the second best release, probably after base 98. Or say not base 98, after base 11. Base 8 was so good. Dominique has had that. Dominique and Clyde have had that same really high jumping, kick up their legs, park jumper since NBA 2K15. Iverson used to have it as well. But for Iverson, at least they went and gave him Trey Burke base, which is kind like Trey Burke base, the closest thing really to base 8 from last year. And they gave Iverson and Brandon Roy that base, who had base 8 last year. They left Dominique and Clyde Drexler behind with one of the weakest releases in the game. It's a weird one because the feet and the hands are mistimed. It's like 107 but not fast. I can't put a higher in this because of that release. Then we've got better Vince Carter, Cory Mcgetty. 6'6" with a 6'8" wingspan. Not terribly lengthy, not unlengthy. Half quick draw, half range extender. Speed ball acceleration pretty good. Tendencies wise, not awful, not great either. SIGs wise, the one difference is he doesn't quite have the behind the back of a Vince Carter, but he does have that type of release. Even though obviously Vince has his own release, it is similar to 22. Like, he feels very much like Vince Carter. Same, very similar player build. And if you guys don't know, his nickname when he first came out was Vinsanity. So they did basically base the player off Vince Carter. But they do have changed up his SIGs a little bit. Got a good size up. He's got the Pro 6 Hezzy, Pro 4 Hezzy, which is great. Pro 2 behind the back, which is terrible. Pro 4 cross is okay. It's the KD one. It's not actually that bad. Or not KD, it's the what's his name? The jam around there he goes, and it's not awful. And base 22 is a pretty decent jump shot. So for that reason, he's going in here at 31. Or sorry, at 30. Not the greatest card, not the worst card of the year. Then we got one of the most underrated cards in the game here at 29. Sarunas Marcellonis. I'm not entirely sure what how to pronounce that name, but again, really good stats. He can play the point guard position. One of the strongest guards in NBA history. What strength did they give him again? Only 94 strength. Come on, there should not be any guard in this game that's stronger than him. So he's got quick draw, he's got range extender, he's got clamps, he's got all the vital badges. Tendencies wise, he's good. SIGs and animation wise, again, his SIGs aren't great, but he's got base 22, which is fine. Like, I don't think the Pro 4 cross that bad. The Pro 4 behind the back is okay. Again, it's the KD behind the back, so it's a really weird one. Like, it's not good for rim running, but it is really good if you want to just run 90 degrees to the right. It's one of the ones where you kind of slow down and you dribble very, very fast sideways. So if you want to, like, 3-hunt or there's a screen going middle and you bring them into it, you can very, very quickly turn 90 degrees. However, it is a very situational behind the back, and I don't think it's as effective as any of the rim running ones. But again, he's not terrible. He's not spectacular, but he's not terrible either, which a lot of people think he is. Next, we have got, I completely misspelled his name right there, Oladipo, not Olipo. Victor Oladipo is going in here at number 28. So again, stats-wise, they're all brilliant at everything. Every one of these cards is brilliant at everything. Badges-wise, he's got quick draw, he's got range. He's got pretty much everything badges-wise as well. Intimidator. Tendencies. Good contest, but that's really about it. He came out a little bit before people started to notice the tendencies. He's got Trey Burke upward, jump shot 95. It's only his release. I like it. I'm telling you, I like that release. Go behind the back. I like this card. I really do. I don't think he's anything spectacular, but I've used him a few times, and anytime I've used him, he's been good. And from here on up, I'd say these are all good cards. These are all good cards that if you like these players in real life, you can get away with using them. But at this stage, again, with the cards that came out yesterday and the fact that the freaking Michael Jordan that can That's as good as the worst Galaxy Opal one for 15k. I can't really advise anyone to go out and pick up these cards, but it's not the biggest deal in the world. Next, we've got George Gervin. So George Gervin, again, a pretty good card. 6'7" with a 6'10" wingspan. I don't know why. He's got a long wingspan in game. He looks like he has T-Rex arms. I'm sorry, he does. If you look at him in game, he looks like his arms are tiny. But again, his stats are brilliant. He's 6'7", so he's got good length. He's got Gold Interceptor, or sorry, he's got Hall of Fame Interceptor, Hall of Fame Intimidator. He's got every Hall of Fame badge you need. As well as that, he has got not great tendencies, but he's got base 40, which is the second most common release in the game after 22. Also got the Pro 3 Cross, Pro 1 behind the back. He's got T-Max SIGs, basically. But either way, like, again, not really a flawed card. He doesn't really have any flaws. I just don't think he's anything spectacular. He's a good card. He's, like, it's hard to describe this card because, like, there's no I wouldn't use him, but he's not bad at all. Next, you've got a card that divides opinions. I hate this card. A lot of people love him, but I can't put him lower. Like, if this was me, I would take 10 times out of 10, I'd take Gervin over Harden, but I know most people take Harden over him. And I used Harden in the gameplay with random players, and he actually did really well. So, I can't complain too much because he actually did very, very well the one game I played with him. But he's got a 98 3 ball. He's got great speed, sweep ball, and acceleration. He's also got 94 lateral quickness as well. A pretty good driving dunk. He's got half range extender, half quick draw. And the more I use him, the better I am at his release. But I still don't think he's anything great. Tendencies wise, they're terrible. He's got his release. He's got the Pro 3 behind the back, which is really good. Pro 3 Cross is not great. He's got the Pro 3 Hezzy. So, again, if you know how to use this card and you want to put him in the top 20, I'm not going to argue. I don't think he's top 15. I don't think anyone's going to argue that. But if you want to put him a couple of spots higher, I'm not going to argue. But for me, he's out here at 26. Then at number 25, we've got Del Curry. Del Curry, he's good stats-wise. He is very good stats-wise. Got half range extender, half quick draw, half clamps, half interceptor, only gold intimidator. Tendencies-wise, got not great. But the thing with this card is, while his SIGs are not the best, base 28. In my opinion, the best catch and shoot release in the game. Straight up. There is no release I'm more confident shooting with off the catch than base 28. Even including 98. Base 28 off the catch is so good. That Craig Elo card did not miss for me for the longest time. So for that reason, he's going that little bit in over Harden. Even though Harden, obviously, he does handle the ball better and he 3-hunts better. As a 2-guard, Del Curry, in my opinion, definitely better with that release. Then at number 24, we have got a token reward, and it's Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal has got, again, really great stats. 36 Hall of Fame badges. I get it, 36 Hall of Fame badges isn't great, but he still has, like, if you're looking, is there any badge that he doesn't have elite gold that you really could do with? Or that's really important? Like, some of them that are important, but not too important. Again, he's not got great height at 6'5", which is what really holds him back. And he's got the magic behind the back. He's got Ray Allen base with James Harden upper, so his jump shot's really good as well. He's better than non-evoed Ray Allen. I'm going to say that for sure. However, obviously Ray Allen got an evo, but again, he's a really good card. Or he's a really solid card. I wouldn't say he's the greatest card in the world either. I wouldn't pay 750 tokens for him, but if you were someone that locked into 750 tokens from initially, he's not going to be a bad player to use, I guess. But again, you can probably get better for cheaper. Next, we got Jamal Crawford. Jamal Crawford is one of those really underrated cards. 6'10" wingspan, 6'5", so he's got more length than a James Harden. He's an 85 driving dunk, which means he gets contacts. He's at 96 lateral quickness. He's got every badge you need, at least gold. 40 Hall of Fame badges. Tendencies wise are not great, but SIGs wise, he's got Trey Burke base. His SIGs aren't great. Pro 4 are not great, but he's got a good Hezzy and Pro 6. He's good. I like this card. I really do like this card, and I like this card a lot more than most people like this card. And it's a weird one. It's like, when everyone's talking about base or Trey Burke base players, they're like, oh yeah, we have to kind of put maybe Zach LaVine or Brandon Roy higher tiers because he's got Trey Burke base. But like, Jamal Crawford has it as well. People just forget. People just forget that he's got Trey Burke base. And he can play point guard. Like, he is, in my opinion, a very similar level card to a Zach LaVine. And again, it just shows how close together all these cards are when Zach LaVine's not just one spot ahead of him. Then we have got Liquid Richard. The reason why it's Liquid Richard is I didn't want to just call everyone who has this name demonetized, and his jumper is absolutely wet and is this name is short for Richard, so he's Liquid Richard. If you guys, I'm guaranteeing a few people know what kind of get the reference of Liquid Richard. One of the greatest YouTube channels of all time. But this card is so underrated. Like, unbelievable on defense, unbelievable 3-point shooting, like great badges. Like, real talk, this card is absolutely incredible. And for all of you guys underrating him, look here, listen. He's got Jordan base, clay upper with a Pro 2. What is a Pro with the Pro 2 cross? So we can tweet. If you come up against this guy, appearing offline will not stop him getting to the basket or getting open jump shots. Please tell me somebody got those references. But anyway, now we are going to move on to number 21. So we have got Mitch Richmond. So Mitch Richmond is he's a good card. He's a little bit undersized again at 6'5", but he moves well. And this is a hard one to explain. Just how fluid he moves. He's got a great release. Again, great stats, great badge. They all do. It's at this stage, it's really the animations that separate the player. Base 114, which there doesn't seem to be any other players in the game with this base. It's a really good release. Whatever it is, a really good release. His SIGs are not the best, but man, just the way he shoots. You could probably argue Richard above him, but I'm going to put Mitch Richmond here. And then we have got the Evo Ray Allen. Card came out of Christmas. Pre-Evo with those 20 Hall of Fame badges, he'd be down there with Vince. Not going to lie. He'd be probably one ahead of Vince, but he goes to 46 Hall of Fame badges. As well as that, his stats just get completely juiced. He goes up in a bunch of these playmaking badges. It's a bunch of extra Hall of Fame defensive badges. As well as that, his tendencies are not terrible, especially for a card released at Christmas. And while his SIGs are not the best, don't get me wrong, they're not the best. I'm pretty sure Pro 7, Pro 1, Pro 7, Pro 1, Pro 7, Pro 7. That's, I'm pretty sure they're like Larry's or... Are they Kobe SIGs? Am I wrong with that? They're Kobe SIGs on his Galaxy Opal. No, he's Pro 5, Pro 1, Pro 5, Pro 5. Okay. I'm wrong with that. Maybe they're Larry's SIGs, but the SIGs look very familiar. Either way, though, Ray Allen base is unbelievable. Anyone who's used Kawhi, anyone who's used Dale Ellis, anyone who's used a lot of cards, Ray Allen SIGs are incredible. However, I still would take Dale Ellis over this card. I love Dale Ellis. Anyway, now we're on to number 19, and this is a cone. This is a cone. It's the only way to describe him, and it's Rip Hamilton. Rip Hamilton's got base 40, really nice release. Again, really good stats. He does a better job as a cone, in my opinion, than Ray Allen. Got not great SIGs either, but you know what? He does a job. He does a job, and I feel like he does it well. Again, if you want to move him lower because he doesn't do much, I understand. But for me, he's right in here at number 20. Are we on 20? Number 19. Then number 18, we've got a guy who I loved when he first came out, and then I didn't like the card, and then I used him once or twice again. He's not actually that bad. It's Zach LaVine. So he's 6'5". He's got really good, really decent perimeter defensive stats. He's got really good offensive stats. At every badge, you need at least gold as well. Only gold quick draw, which is fine. Trust me, like with his release, that's fine. It's Zach LaVine base, which is basically Treyberg base. It's fine. Trust me. A range extender Hall of Fame. He's got handles for days gold. He's got no unpluckable, which is a little bit annoying. Trust me, that is a bit annoying. However, again, got Zach LaVine release, which is basically Treyberg. He's also got Pro 8, which is good, and a Pro 6 behind the back. Pro 8 Hezzy. Like, he's the unpluckable badge. He is. I'm shocked he didn't get an Evo, but he's unpluckable away from being a really good point guard. He is. And for that reason, I'm going to put him a little bit ahead of a Ray Allen because I think he does that bit more. I really do. So if you want to use him as a cone, you can. And now we're starting to get in with the pretty good players. We're starting off now with number 17, and it's Klay Thompson. So Klay, again, stats-wise, really, really great. He's a great 3-and-D cone. A Hall of Fame quick draw, Hall of Fame range extender, Hall of Fame clamps. It's Klay at the end of the day. And Klay Thompson, again, has got ridiculous stats just in general. Tendencies, got pretty decent all-around defensive tendencies. He's got the Pro 2 cross and the Pro 6 behind the back. This is a severely underrated card. Like, again, there are some people, like, you'll put this card, for example, on a tier list in with a decent cone, and they're like, oh, Klay is absolutely terrible. But he's straight up, he's not. He can create his own shot with that behind the back. He's got a good Pro 2 tween. He's got a decent release. I wouldn't say he's ain't spectacular, but you know what? He is more than usable right now. Especially if you're a Warriors fan, you want to use Clyde. He is more than usable with this specific card. He is more than usable. Then we have got J.R. Smith right here in at number 16. Number 16, J.R., 99.3. He's got an Evo card, which bumps up his defense. He's also got quick first step Hall of Fame, pass fake maestro, interceptor, hard crusher, chase down artist, rim protector, rebound chaser goes up as well. Obviously got every badge you need. Tendencies not great. Animations, he's got base 49, which is like Rashard Lewis, Des Mason, J.R., Kevin Porter. Not an unbelievable release, not a bad release either. Not good SIGs in the full court though. He can dribble in half court, like he can create his own shot and get open. However, you're not going to be out here running with him because like they're just not great SIGs. However, the Pro 1 isn't the bad half court SIG that behind the back. He does dribble well in the half court. For that reason, he's going in at number 16. At number 15, we've got Michael Jeffrey Jordan. However, do not buy this card. Buy this card instead. You can pay 10 to 15k for this one, or you can pay an awful lot more for this one, and they're basically the same card. Like, as you guys can see, 38-21 in badges, 38-21, they're basically the same. The only difference is that, like, this one's a little better interior defense. He's got great 3-ball, again, unbelievable stats. The only problem is goal, quick draw, and goal range. As well as that, he's got 90 in on-ball steal, 90 in pass interception tendency, which is insane. He's got the Pro 3 behind the back, which is the Magic Johnson behind the back, which is elite. And he's got base dribble style, which is the exact same dribble style as Magic Johnson, so he's going to feel really, really great. Obviously, he's got Jordan's release, so again, he's going to be a really great card. But he's only at number 15 for me. At number 14, we have got Evo Brandon Roy. Pre-Evo, he would be behind Zach LaVine. Post-Evo, pre-Evo, he'd be behind Jamal Crawford. Post-Evo, he's going right in here. He has got unbelievable stats, and his badges go way up. As well as that, he gets goal unpluckable, which is huge. Gets defensive leader Hall of Fame. Like a bunch of these defensive badges that were gold are all Hall of Fame now. 47 Hall of Fame badges. Animations wise, he's got Team Max SIGs, which aren't great, which is Pro 1, Pro 3, Pro 1, Pro 1, Pro 3, or Pro 3, Pro 3. Pro 3 has he's good. Trey Burke, Kobe, pretty sure that's the exact same as Team Max release and Walter Davis's release. It's a really nice release here, and for that reason, he is going right here in a 14. And number 13, we have got Anthony Edwards, Galaxy Opal. And Anthony Edwards is, again, a card that's really great. The most useless Evo in history. The most useless Evo in history. +2 mid-range, +4 3-pointer. You are kidding me. Like, 95-94. All you need is, like, every coach that's half decent is going to give him a +5 3-ball. Or a +4 3-ball. And that brings him to 98. And someone on the floor is going to have floor general with him, which bumps up to 99 mid-range. It is the most, literally, it is useless. It is literally useless unless you're somehow trying to rewind the clock and go back to not using when coaches didn't do anything. But great speed, sweep, ball acceleration, great lateral quickness. Tendencies wise, unbelievable tendencies. He's got obviously base 98, Trey Burke upper, Pro 5 behind the back, which is good. Pro 1 cross is not great. Pro 1 has, he's okay. In general, a pretty good card. Then at number 12, we have got Prime Dwyane Wade. So Dwyane Wade, again, really, really great stats. Hall of Fame quick draw, Hall of Fame range. Base 98 obviously is one of the best releases in the game. And in my opinion, Dwyane Wade base, which is basically base 98, so that's a slight bit better. He's got a better behind the back as well than Anthony Edwards. However, is an inch smaller, as well as doesn't have a great on-ball or as good an on-ball steal tendency. However, being 6'10" wingspan is pretty good for Dwyane Wade. In my opinion, I would take Wade over Edwards, but that is all preference. It is all preference. And then next up is Dwyane Wade. Number 10. Or say number 11. I honestly take either of these Wades or Edwards. They don't really fit my playstyle, but if you want to put them in the top ahead of the guy I have in number 1, I'm not going to say you're wrong, because Wade's unbelievable on offense. Both these Wades are unbelievable. This is basically a go card. Like, absolutely ridiculous stats wise, ridiculous badges wise. It's ridiculous in every single way, and man, this Dwyane Wade card, again, he's not slept on because everyone knows how good this card is. He is slept on in the quote-unquote YouTube community because an awful lot of the guys that play this game on YouTube are rim runners. They are rim runners, and me included. Like, a lot of people are saying that, like, people are saying, oh, the only thing I do is 3-hunt. I run more than I 3-hunt. Like, I run a lot more than I 3-hunt. If I was the 3-hunter, I'd love this Dwyane Wade a lot more, but I'm not. I run. So For that reason, Dwyane Wade's going in at number 11. Then at number 10, we've got Swaggy P. Swaggy P, again, really, really great stats. 6'7" with a 7-foot wingspan, which is great. 53 Hall of Fame badges, Hall of Fame range, quick draw. He's got every Hall of Fame badge you need, basically. And stats-wise, may as well be 95 plus and everything that matters. Tendencies-wise, 90 on-ball steal, 95 pass interception. He's got base 26, which is Dave DeBuscher, Swaggy P, Tino Mobley. A release I really like. Again, some people don't like it. I really do like it. Pro and behind the back's okay. But in my opinion, he is, that extra length puts him that little bit ahead of Dwyane Wade. I still wouldn't go out of my way to use this card, but he is good. Then at number 9, in my opinion, we have got Kobe Bean Bryant. Kobe Bryant, GOAT card. I just don't like the way he moves. I don't. 61 Hall of Fame badges, it's great. Trust me, it's great. But I just don't like, there's just, from the get-go, there was something I did not like about this card. I really like double evo Kobe. It's a weird one, like, in-game, I would rather use double evo Kobe. This Kobe double evoed than use this one. I can't shoot with this Kobe. He does go to the basket really well, though, I will admit that. So, tendencies are horrendous. He's got the Pro 5 cross, the Pro 1 behind the back. They're terrible. Like, these are terrible, terrible SIGs. He does not dribble well. His release is okay. His release is better on goal quick draw. I will go to the grave saying that. Buddy Hield on goal quick draw is better than Buddy Hield on half quick draw. Zion on goal quick draw is better than Zion on half quick draw. I will go to the grave saying that this release is better on goal quick draw. Because again, I used him on goal quick draw and didn't miss. Like, there was a reason why I love the diamond. I still like that diamond Kobe. But for me, anyway, it's not the Kobe Bryant is bad in general. Like, this double evoed Opal for me is better. However, he does have the Kobe escape, and I can't not put him top 10 because he's a GOAT card. Then at number 8 is, again, this just shows playstyle more than anything. I've got Jalen Brown at number 8. Jalen Brown, again, in everything that matters, he may as well be 95 plus. Got quick draw, got range extender. He's 6'7" with a 6'11" wingspan. He's got good length, got good strength as well of 91. He's got great on-ball steal and pass interception tendency, which is huge. He's going to play so much better defense than, let's be real, anyone not named MJ below him on this list. Base 75, which is the Pascal Siakam base. SIGs are not good either. Trust me, SIGs are not good. Not gonna do much in the half court, but he's gonna be an elite defender. He's gonna hit open jumpers, which for me, that is bigger than anything else. At number 7, we have got Eddie Jones. Eddie Jones has got a 97 mid-range. He's got a 94-3, 95 speed acceleration, 98 lateral quickness. Tendencies-wise, 91 on-ball steal, and 87 pass interception. Got great quick draw, or got gold quick draw, gold range extender. Sorry, Hall of Fame quick draw, Hall of Fame range extender. Got quick first step, got every single badge you need. SIGs and animations. He's got the Pro 6 behind the back, really good. He's got the Pro 2 tween, and his release is really nice, base 31. So yeah, in my opinion, he is going in here at number 7, and I don't see anything wrong with that. Then at number 6, we have got Steve Smith, one of the all-time Spotlight Sim players. So Steve Smith has got a 96 3 ball, has got a 94 free throw, 90 driving dunk. He's got, like, his stats are like okay, like perimeter defense, speed, acceleration. Like, these are not spectacular. Like, these are worse stats than guards that you see in the 20s. But he's got every badge you need. As well as that, actually, I'm not even entirely sure if his tendencies are great. They're not spectacular. But he's got that Pro 3 behind the back. It's so effective. It is so effective. As well as that, his defense is ridiculous. Steve Smith, even though he shouldn't be better than Eddie Jones, he shouldn't be better than Jalen Brown at that same role, he is. He just is. It's a hard one to explain, but he is better. For me, anyway. Then we got number 5, we got Glenn. Man, Glenn's good. I don't care what a certain specific person tries to say about Glenn Rice. Glenn is so good. The way he moves so well on the half court, his stats are ridiculous. He's got a pretty decent wingspan, 6'10", he's 6'7". He's got quick first steps. He's got every Hall of Fame badge you need. Tendencies wise are terrible. Not gonna lie, they are absolutely terrible. He's got Dwyane Wade base, which is really good. SIGs, Pro 1, Pro 3, Pro 1, Pro 3, Pro 3. The Tracy Mcgrady SIGs, which they're not terrible, but nothing spectacular. And like, in my opinion, T-Mac's better, but like, I prefer this release by a little bit to someone like DeRozan's release. And actually, no, he's very similar to a DeRozan. He's very similar to DeRozan. DeRozan, T-Mac, one other person, I think, and Glenn are so similar. You can have any of them above any of them at any stage, and I'm not going to make too much of an argument. So, at number 4, we are going to go with the man himself, Demar Deroza. 43 Hall of Fame badges, the same amount of Hall of Fame badges as, as Glenn Rice. Basically every Hall of Fame badge you need as well. Tendencies wise, a little bit better. SIGs animations, Pro 4, Pro 3, Pro 1, Pro 3. Basically the same. Trey Burke, Kobe. Same release as Brandon Roy. He's like Brandon Roy but an inch taller. That's literally it. Like he is Brandon Roy but an inch taller. So for that reason, he's going here. And if you prefer Glenn Rice, I'm not going to argue. If you prefer DeRozan, I'm not going to argue. It's preference. Today I have DeRozan ahead. I can have Glenn Rice ahead at a different stage. Then, as a controversial one, at number 3, we got Tracy Mcgrady. I like this card more than most people do. I get it, he's only got 39 Hall of Fame badges, but he's got every badge you need. He's got every badge you need. He's a 6'8" guard. He's got a 7'2" wingspan. As well as that, he has got Trey Burke base, Kobe upper, which is insane. His SIGs aren't the best, but like, if you're playing with the two, you're not going to notice a difference between this T-Mac and this T-Mac. I'm sorry, you're not. In my opinion, using this T-Mac, I have not noticed a difference at all with the one that cost way more than twice as much. So for this reason, he's going in number 3. At number 2, we have got GOAT Michael Jordan. Not this Michael Jordan. We have got GOAT Michael Jordan. Jordan's good, man. Jordan's good. But again, Jordan, DeRozan, T-Mac, it all depends on the day. The last few days I've used Jordan, I've really liked them. And then there were times that I've used Jordan and I've just struggled, and I've preferred DeRozan or T-Mac. Again, this is all subjective. My opinion does change all the time. It does. Like, saying one card is better than another card when they're all 99 everything with perfect animations, you're going to change it sometimes. Your opinion's going to change. But he's still got that ridiculous pass interception on ball steal. The difference is that he's got the Pro 3 behind the back. For that reason, because he can run better, I'm putting him at number 2. And at number 1, get ready to get angry, lads. Get ready to get angry. Kristaps Porzingis. I love this card. I've said it so many times in my videos. I love this card. Like, this card is right up there at the top ones of my team. I'm making my best 100 list tomorrow, and you better believe he is going to be so high on that list. This Porzingis card is my 2 guard right now. I think he's one of the best value cards in the game. If you hate this card, I understand. He's a love it or hate it card. This card, for anyone, it's a bit like Tatum, but for this card, he's either one of the best 2 guards, if not the best, or terrible. For me, it's the former. He's got every Hall of Fame badge you need. He's got pretty good pass interception tendency. He's 7'3" with a 7'6" wingspan. As well as that, he's got freaking T-Mac dribble SIGs with Beasley base. Yeah, Beasley base isn't the greatest off the dribble, but I've learned how to shoot it, and I don't miss with T-Mac as well as the best top step, or I don't miss with Kristaps as well as the best top step in the game. He is 7'3" T-Mac with a different release. Literally, and it's not even a bad release. Like, it's not even a slow release. It's a release you have to get used to a little bit, but once you get used to it, it's great. He is literally 7'3" T-Mac. He's number 1. So anyway, yeah, that is pretty much it. That's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.
I think you only love me cause I'm poppin'. This a layup, this a rebound, then it's robbing. Tyson with the fade, not the hair, my hands rocking. When I link with ball point, you know it's not.